how moist and soft this chicken is. See, it's not dried. It is seasoned, well seasoned. I didn't want to eat my poop on camera now today. Because we never want to done because I'm really hungry. Got myself a sexy ass chicken and I'm just going to be soaking the chicken in some vinegar, white vinegar and water, so you know I can cut away all that raw scent. You know, we Jamaican, you know, that we like to wash our meats. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just washing my chicken. I'm gonna let it soak in the vinegar and water for a few minutes, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how I will be doing my chicken. I will be roasting this chicken tomorrow for my Sunday dinner. So I'm just going to show you my process that I go through in preparing my chicken. So as I said before, I'm just soaking it right now in some vinegar and water, and I'll come back and show you what else I will be doing with it. So stay tuned. Look at sexy girl, sexy. So my chicken is all washed, and you know I've cleaned the necessary parts of it that I can, because remember I said that I'm going to do this chicken all. I'm going to roast it in the oven all. So now I'm just catching some water, and my second step to doing this is I'm adding some salt to the water, and you know I'm just adding my salt so it can soak, the chicken can soak in the water. I don't want it to be too fresh, and then I'm putting some soy sauce. So that's my secret trick. I soak it in some salt, about 2 teaspoons of salt and some soy sauce. Made the little girl nice. So the little girl look nice and clean. Yeah. So I will leave this to sit in the soy sauce and the salt water for about half an hour to 45 minutes, and then I will come and I will show you my seasoning of choice that I will be using on my chicken. Of course, you can go ahead and use whatever seasoning that you want, but you know, me like my homemade stuff them. Me like my stuff them when me make my garlic powder, onion powder, ginger powder, homemade all-purpose seasoning, you understand? So yeah, so stay tuned for that, guys. Guys, so 40 minutes later, and I'm going to season my chicken now. Remember, I was soaking my chicken in soy sauce with a little bit of salt and water mixed together. So right here, I'm just going to, I've pat my chicken dry. See? Sexy girl. But the one of them can be a little bit drier, so. Just get a hand towel, napkins, towels, whatever you have handy, whatever you use in your kitchen, and just pat your chicken dry. So give her a nice little rub down. Alright, so pat my chicken dry, and I'm just going to add my seasoning now. So I'm going to start by adding some blended season inside, and this is like garlic, onion, green onions, Scotch Bonnet pepper, pimento. Yeah, I think that's it. Blended together with a little bit of olive oil, of course. So I'm just going to go and pour it inside of the cavity of the chicken. outside is strictly going to be just the powdered seasoning. So I have all of that inside my chicken. Gonna use my spoon and just put it in there for now because I don't want to get my hands messy as yet, because I want the dry rub. I want to dry rub the chicken. So okay, after putting that, I'm going to go ahead and I have two Maggi seasoning cube right here. I love these guys. They are so nice, so handy, and they are so flavorful. And I'm just going to open one and I'm going to crush it and put it on the inside of the chicken as well. So one on the inside, one on the outside. Doesn't need any more than that. One is perfect. And by the way guys, this is a 4-pound chicken. So this is a very sexy 4-pound girl I have right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my garlic powder, and I'm just going to put it in my container right here. Let me just go ahead and wipe off my spoon. I got my spoon all wet with the blended seasoning. Okay, so go ahead and add some garlic powder to a bowl. I'm also going to go ahead and add my homemade Scotch Bonnet pepper powder. She will always joke that I could pass this off as cayenne pepper because of the color of it. So when I do my Scotch Bonnet pepper powder, depends on the color of the pepper that I'm using at the time, it takes that color. If you would recall, the one before was yellow. This one is kind of like red, orangish. Go ahead and take some of my homemade all-purpose seasoning, add it to that as well. So that's about 2.5 teaspoons right there. Then I'm just going to go in with a little of my homemade ginger powder. And this is about 1.5 teaspoons or a little over 1.5 teaspoons. Oh God, that ginger powder is so strong, guys. Now I'm going to go in with my onion powder, and as I tell you before, this onion powder, when you make it, it's so smooth, so powdery, but after a while, it gets a bit thick, hard a bit. I don't know why. It's always like that. But I always love my ginger powder and my garlic powder. It stays powdery for a very, very long time, unlike the onion, which, you know, as I said, gets hard over a period of time. So I'm just mixing my season together, guys, because I'm going to give this a dry rub, and I'm also going to pour some of this on the inside. I like my chicken seasoned. Well, most Jamaicans do, if not all Jamaicans, love seasoning, right? And first of all, let me go and get some oil. So I'm just pouring some oil on my chicken. What a sexy girl. Oh Lord, this is going to be so yummy. And just get the season and just rub my chicken. Some of the season that I put inside are coming out. The blended season. So I'm going to, after rubbing this, guys, I'm going to cover it and I'm going to leave it overnight to marinate. So you know, tomorrow, pure things in the kitchen. Pure things. Tomorrow, trouble the day. Guys, this is smelling so good. Can you imagine when I put this in the oven? Yes. Just rub it pan. You can have no specific way if you put it on, as long as they get that season everywhere. Some persons like to punch holes in the chicken and stuff. I'm not doing that. I think that makes the chicken, you know, when you put it in the oven, it makes the chicken dry. I want my chicken juicy, so I won't be putting any holes in this. I'm just going to go like this because I don't want, if I don't use all of this seasoning, I want to be able to pour it back in a separate container to use another time. So I don't want to get my hands all messy with it. Alright now, so time to go inside now. So I'm just going to pour some on my hand and put it inside the cavity of the chicken. Guys, looking so lovely. And guys, if you realize I didn't use any salt, because salt is already in my all-purpose, my homemade all-purpose seasoning, and also the Maggi cubes. They are very, very, very salty. So, and then the other thing is I'm going to leave this overnight to marinate for about 9 hours or more. So I don't want it too salty. Smells so good. I wish you guys could smell this. Smelling so, so good. So I'm just going to get my plastic wrap, my cling wrap, and that's it, guys. So just gonna leave it to marinate, so stay tuned. So it is the next day and my chicken has been marinating in my refrigerator for about 13 hours. Yes, so you know, so this chicken is well seasoned, Jamaican style. So right here I'm going to stuff my chicken with my carrots and Irish potato, scallions which I've crushed, so green onions which I've crushed, some green thyme and garlic that I've also went ahead and crushed. So I'm just going to be putting this inside the cavity of my chicken and also around my chicken. So first, let me just get a handful of the carrots and the Irish potato and just push them all the way up, as far up as possible, because I want most of these stuff to be inside. Yeah. Ensure that I put my scallion and my thyme inside though, because I want all of that when the scallion and the thyme begin to cook. I want all of that flavor to be released inside my chicken. As I said before, I like my chicken seasoned, right? And I know most of us like my chicken seasoned because we're not into the rare, medium thing. We like well done. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this sexy chicken. I like it when the breast is facing up. I don't know how you will do yours. And put it in my pot, and my excess carrots and Irish that I have, I'll just place them all around and also put some of them on top. Guys, this is smelling so good. I know that this is going to be so delicious. And I'm just using my brush to get out all of the juice that was, you know, left behind in the pan. So just put it all over my chicken. And I'm going to place this in my oven now. My oven has been preheated to 395 Fahrenheit. So I don't know the setting on your stove, so you know, just do the maths. And you must know your stove. Everybody's stove is different because you know sometimes when I see some ingredients or recipe and it says put it at, like, for example, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, that is too hot from whatever I'm cooking. So you know, you just have to know your stove, know your oven, and adjust accordingly, okay? So mine is at 395 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm just going to put this in the oven, preheated oven, for half an hour. After half an hour, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to use my brush and I'm going to brush some more oil or butter, whichever one I want. But I think I'll be using butter. We're just going to brush some butter on the chicken and place it back in the oven. And you can see it's looking so beautiful. Yeah. So remember guys, my oven is at 395 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what your oven you want to set it to, but you must, as I said, know your stove, know your oven. So follow these ingredients and you can't go wrong guys. This is chicken well done, well seasoned. Guys, you will love this. Stay tuned for the result, the finished product. Alright? Half an hour later, and I've taken my chicken out of the oven and I'm applying my melted butter. You can go ahead and use whatever butter it is that you want. And as I mentioned before, I'll be decreasing my temperature to 347 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm setting my timer for another hour because I will be roasting this chicken in the oven for an hour and a half. So 60 minutes and we're good to go. Guys, if you're still here, do remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And remember, watch the entire video, guys. You don't want to miss out on this. This is chicken well done, well seasoned, guys. It won't be dried out from being uncovered in the oven. You will love this and you will thank me for this result. And again, thank you for watching, and just stay tuned for the finished product now. Just stay and watch it thing. My chicken, I just took it out of the oven, and as you can see, it is well done. Well done. This skin will be so crispy, crunchy, and like the top part right here, and then the other parts will be so soft and moist. I will show you guys when I cut into it. I'm just going to place it on my cutting board and, you know, section the chicken, and so I can easily manage it, because right now in this bowl that I have it in, it will be a lot difficult to manage in terms of cutting up and stuff. So just take a look at this goodness. Delicious. And I'm going to eat this with some rice and peas and raw veg on the side. So guys, one more look. Try this recipe and tell me, guys, tell me how your chicken turned out. This is so good. Well done, well seasoned. So guys, we reach the best part of the whole cooking process. The time when we are going to eat, the time we are going to sample the meal. And I want you to see how moist and soft this chicken is. See, it's not dried. It is seasoned, well seasoned. I never want to eat my poop on camera enough today, because we never want to done, because I'm really hungry. The rice is shelly, you know, the way that I like it. Even the carrots and the Irish potatoes that were cooked with the chicken, so soft.
I am enjoying my Sunday now. And again, guys, remember to subscribe, share, like, and comment. And for all you guys that have been commenting, the other day I mentioned some names and I left out a few. So like Naya Cook Shop McBean, guys, thank you for commenting, thank you for always watching and liking. And you guys can go over and check out his YouTube channel at Naya's Cook Shop McBean. So go over, check out his YouTube channel, give him a like, follow him. You understand him? I say subscribe to him. And also my cousin Cheryl, thanks for being in my videos, thanks for always liking, commenting and watching the entire video. And others that I've left out, I will surely big you up in the next one, because I know I love you. I mean, I just say I love you because it just come easy. I really love you guys. I really appreciate you guys because you guys didn't have to subscribe.